number 8 of Chef Ivan Chan MasterClass podcast. Today is a really special episode. That's a friend I recently met. Thanks for our Master Chef, Elisa LeBlanc. We've been connecting, we've been talking, we hit it off greatly. And about cooking, the passion of food, and different culture connect. And without further ado, let's bring in Sonia from Honeybee of Yarmouth. Hi, Sonia. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good, good. Well, I think everyone in Nova Scotia been to Yarmouth, heard about your restaurant. Uh, I sort of shame on myself because I have to introduce Fu Alisa after Alisa was as my Chinese New Year dinner, and really interesting how we message, we connect, and then I send my sister there spying on you. It was a story about my sister was up in Yarmouth with with her fiance, and he had family from there, and I pretty much tell Gabby, I say, hey, you know, why don't you go to Honeybee and grab me some kimchi?
And check it
and
out.
and and then she did without knowing exactly what I want, and then she brought me the kimchi, and then I took a picture of her kimchi in my hand and sent it back to her. My God, that kimchi was good. I'll tell you right now, since that one bottle of kimchi, I have not eat anywhere else. Oh, I lie. I had some at your brother's restaurant, but I have not eat kimchi from anywhere else. And but tonight, well, you know, we always start with a drink, and my drink of the night is actually one of my favorite, the Lake City District 5 cider. So,
Mhm.
Sanya, what do you have there?
Today I took some little. It's hot day today, so
Uh
it's
huh.
very humid. So and then I like to have a little bit of a sparkling wine from Nova
Oh,
Scotia
sparkling.
called Silky.
Oh,
Yeah, refreshing, and then
Devonian Coast.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, it's very good for like
Mm,
day like this. No,
uh huh.
very humid, and then I
And
need a little bit of
thank you
warm.
for doing this with me, Sanya.
Thank you
Cheers.
for inviting me, and yeah, cheers.
So it's a story about you, and I would say I start saying it will be about the love story of Sanya. And can you tell the audience who inspire you with the passion of cooking? Who make you love cooking?
Mm, actually, cooking is all about coming from my mom. My mom.
Okay.
Everything's my mom. I am not a really cook me. I like to eat.
Okay.
I'm more eating part than cooking. But I do. I start to cook really more. I think since I had a kids,
Okay.
and but I'm more I got it from my dad. I think my mom is a cook more. My dad is more eating person. So I'm more my dad's side.
Uh-huh.
I love food. I like to eat. Yeah, and that's how I got inspired. But my mom is the one who inspired. And my brother right now is a lot of big fan of my brother as well. Yeah.
Well, for those of you who does not know who Sanya's brother is, and I'm sure you guys heard of a name, Chef Antonio Park. That's Sanya's brother. Um, I think he's older, right?
He's a year younger. Yeah,
Oh,
year younger.
okay.
Yeah.
You do look younger than him, but that's okay.
Yeah. He look older.
Sorry, Antonio, if you're watching, but um, I'm sure everybody see on the screen there that Korean flag under your picture. Obviously the kimchi is what start our friendship. That I kind of do is slicky because I know there's a Korean restaurant, and everybody know I grew up in Hong Kong. I grew up in a city that pretty much have access of some of the best Asian food back in the 80s and 90s. Um, Not to lock anybody, but doing the right kimchi without overly salty is a real trick. A lot of people don't realize. I still remember, like, I opened your kimchi, I put it in my mouth, was like, my God, I can taste, I can taste the vegetable, the juice still in there. It's not overly salt, and it's like I'm all about natural flavor. You have my cooking, and it's all about the high end ingredients. Who still doesn't matter what you use, you still show the real flavor of the ingredients. To me, that's how you stay true to your customer, whoever you're serving, because these the ingredients you're serving, not all those salt or whatever condiment that you put in. But your kimchi is so unique, and I would just hooked as soon as like, my God, trust me, I want to have more, but you're just so far away.
I
I
think
should I should put a stand at my restaurant that kind of like a pickup spot of honeybees kimchi now. Yeah, actually I should do that. We should talk about that. We should send some kimchi. But the whole thing is, if you have them in my restaurant, I don't know how many I'm gonna sell because I probably end up eating them all.
I
And
love my kimchi as well. It's a recipe from my mom, so
yeah,
it's,
it's
that's
so
what I
right. It's so
do.
right. I guess it's my opinion too. Is so many people have misconcept about Asian food because people will kind of like smother them with salt, smother them with certain flavor, and they don't know what they're eating. But your kimchi, I know what I was eating. I was in heaven. I was like, my God, like all those store bought one, whatever factory that covered is like, it's kind of funny. Like this, one of my staff said to me the other night, she was like, Chef, like those Korean kimchi out there, I cannot even eat just because they are so salty. I said, you know what? We gotta get you try some honeybees. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? And
But even my kimchi is a little saltier than usual. My
for
mom
you it
doesn't.
is.
Yeah, my
For
yeah
you
for
it
me,
is.
but because my mom use not salt like a really much at
Hmm.
all in any food. Like she doesn't like to use too much salt. But here we have to adjust
A
from
little
my
bit, a
customer.
little
Yeah,
bit,
a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah, so that yeah.
And also, I like everybody's watching to know your background a little bit.
Mm.
You were born in Korea. Can you tell everybody you were born in Korea and then traveling and where you grew up and
Yeah, I was born in Korea and I grew up in South America.
where
In
in South America?
South America, we grew up in Paraguay, Argentina,
Wow.
until age of 16, and then since age of 16 we moved to Canada, to Vancouver, BC, when I was 16. So all my teenage, like a 10 young age, I grew up in South America. So that's why I speak Spanish. My first language is Spanish. I speak Spanish with my brother as well. And then we moved to Canada, BC. After that, year later, we moved to Montreal, and that's where I grew up until I came to here. Yeah.
So must be a big change when you move from Korea and then you're Paraguay, you're in, it's such, and that's what make you guys so good because you guys have it all. You guys experience them all, and then you end up in Vancouver, and it's so many culture experience you have, and
Yeah.
and that's why you are so good at what you guys do, and I mean, I hate to say, like, a lot of people from around here, they don't really travel much, and then they never know what the real thing is, right? Because like you said, like you have to give in, I have to give in, to cater to the customer here. There's nothing wrong with that. It's part of being a business. But on the other hand, to have all those knowledge, ability, and experience through all those different places that you live in, that
Very
probably make
much.
you guys that successful. I would say is one of the most key element that make you and Troy so successful in that restaurant. And Montreal. Let's talk about a real story of Montreal. You see the background. There's a little street of Montreal there. That's probably where all those stories started. Can you tell us how it happened, Sonia?
You mean Montreal meeting Troy? You mean the story of
Wow, what else more important than him about Montreal?
the year 2000? I met first time Troy on the street. Really, I met on the street.
So he just come right up and hit on you. That's what he did, Joy.
No, no.
My God, Joy, shame on you. Well, good for you. You get a good one anyway, buddy. You're good.
We had a common friends, and
Okay,
we
jeez.
met. We met in
Let's clear that a
2000.
little bit. They had a common fan. Like he did not just walk up to this beautiful Korean girl, huh? Okay.
No, he was much older than me. So I was a teenager. I was 18. He still was much
Okay.
older than me. But we met on the street at year 2000.
Okay.
And after that, we had a common friend. After that, later on, later, 2009, 2009, we met again after many years later. And that's how
Uh-huh.
our stories begin.
Oh. Okay. So
a lot of things, a
how
lot of
long
things
was the
happened.
story?
A lot of things happened in between.
How long did it take him to propose?
Hmm?
How many years before he proposed to you?
We dated 2 years, 1 year and a half,
Uh-huh.
and then we had a meal, first daughter,
Okay.
2010,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and then we had a second one in 2015, yeah.
Troy's a lucky man.
I'm very lucky too. I'm very lucky because of him. I
Mm-hmm.
discovered this beautiful town that I would never know if I didn't have it. If I didn't have it.
It's always about being a team, right? Like I mean, it's so important that you two work together so well, and then it's how do I put it? Everything's happened for a reason, right? I mean, I believe in destiny.
I
Um,
believe in destiny,
you
and
know, I always think I wasn't much of a wild cannon I was when I was younger. I probably won't have my beautiful wife right now. I just bumped into her when I was being crazy, but I was an animal and everybody she freaking tamed me. It's destiny. It's destiny. I don't know to me, but and no, it's Montreal, right? What else better to have a love story begins at the world most romantic city in the whole country?
yeah, it's beautiful.
It's the right spot.
Yeah, I
Some of
still
the
miss
best food
Montreal.
too.
Yeah, best
Best
food,
food and best restaurant.
cultural, a lot of multicultural, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
good food.
Good
A
food,
lot
yeah.
yes, a lot. And then I like
Nice
to bring
people.
that, yeah, a lot of nice people, French, nice. Yeah, and then I like to, I kind of I wanted to bring that to here in Yarmouth to
Mm-hmm.
multicultural. So I do have a lot of our different nationality work with me. It's nice to see a different cultural to learn each other, different food, people, different languages. Love it. I love it.
But I really think your story is really unique because it's all about adapting, right? I mean, Troy, for those of you who haven't know, like Troy is from Yarmouth,
Yeah.
and that's why they end up in Yarmouth. And it's from what I've been gathering, I guess, from about Sonia did in Yarmouth with Troy and all that, it's kind of like you adapt. I mean, you from Korea, Paraguay, all those like America country, Vancouver, Montreal,
Big
now in
city.
Yarmouth,
Oh, yeah,
right?
big
And
city.
and,
I'm
and
from
it's
big
like
city.
it's all about adapting. Like you adapt greatly, and it just it's hard. It's not easy. I came from Asia myself. It's not easy at the beginning. It's just because different environment, different food, and of course, you guys have a great idea about a beehive. So, can you tell everybody where that idea is from?
So you see, Troy's Canadian, Black Nova Scotian. I'm a
Hmm.
Korean, born raised in Argentina, South America. So we have a different, both different nationality,
Okay.
and and we live in Yarmouth, where I will never been here without him. I learned something. Yarmouth. How can I know this Yarmouth? I live in Montreal so many years, never heard about Yarmouth. And I'm sure there's still a lot of people doesn't know about this beautiful town, you know.
It is.
And then sometimes I don't want to even tell people too many about this city because it's just so it's beautiful. Even it's a my mom called this place a paradise. How
It's
nice.
true.
It is. We are not from Halifax. We're not far from Montreal. We're not far from Toronto. We're not far from everywhere. But it's a very unique. It's a special place. And then I like here, like in Yarmouth, all the idea we brought together. I since I we bought at the ice cream shop.
Yep.
That's the start. That's how we
That's
started.
started.
The little ice cream shop that only opened in summertime. After 7, 8 years later, we opened. We extended the restaurant part.
Hmm.
And COVID hit. We went through all that. You know, and I finally, this is the actual first year, the first year that we opened public like a like a regular hour, like a since pandemic.
But
So
it's kind of funny. I always say anyone who watched my show knows I was talking about you guys started a Korean restaurant in Yarmouth. I mean, starting a Korean restaurant in Halifax hard enough, and you go to one of the town which known for a lot quieter, a lot smaller community, and you guys are busy all the time. And it was so funny. Even my sister is like, why? I think she went there for lunch, right?
she came for lunch, and
Yeah,
I didn't even know your sister. It was your sister.
she come back. It's like, how on earth you have that good Korean food in Yarmouth? She was stunned after she had it. Like she didn't even know you're a friend of mine. I just told her to grab some kimchi for me, right? She sat down, have lunch, and she's like, I cannot believe how good the food are. And I think one of the main thing is by knowing you, talk all the time, and you just honest. You do what people what you are. You sell food represent you. Is all about where you are. And again, back to that word about being adaptive, right? You're in a small community town because you are there for your husband. You you are in a Yarmouth community. It's all about being tight knit, knowing everybody, family feel, and you have succeed. Everybody talk about best restaurant in Yarmouth. Don't quote me on that, but people is gonna argue. But 9 out of 10 times, Honeybee. You cannot miss Honeybee when you go to Yarmouth. That's all I've been hearing. I should be ashamed of myself that I haven't been there. I have to send my little sister there, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get there and eat it because knowing you, and I know you will put out what represent you and Troy, and it's all about the community. You get involved in community. You volunteer to teach kids cooking, and you share your culture in Yarmouth in a way that people probably never expect to happen in Yarmouth. Kudos to you and Troy. This is not easy, but you guys succeeded in a big way. I
Yeah.
mean, I have influencers. I mean, like Caitlin O'Leary love your restaurant. like Caitlin, love your place, and a couple of my friends, like influencers and that reputable influencers, Angelina, like they say, oh my god, like that's one of the most must visit restaurant in Yarmouth. And who would think it's not a seafood fish and chips or any kind of thing? It's a Korean restaurant, guys, in Yarmouth, which is a fishing community. That is almost like a Cinderella story that that you guys did at that place. And as a friend, so proud of you, so proud to call you friend because you guys are see in a big way that most people probably don't see with Korean food. And of course your food is good. And but that took a lot of hard work, so sweat and planning to have something like this. And I think the whole Yarmouth community, everyone I talk about is like really thankful to have you and Troy there to offer that. Like in that little cold knit town with a really small community. It's beautiful.
A lot of customers really, really enjoy and appreciate what we offer here. Some different food than usually they have, right? And Korean food, but also I also have a sushi, little bit of sushi food as sushi Japanese food as well. That's how I started. Even
Hmm.
I'm not a Japanese, and my brother is a Japanese chef as well, so I know about the not Japanese culture, the food, little bit about. I cannot say I know as much as Japanese, but I'm Korean, and but I brought something that I think Jarmy needed, the nice,
Hmm.
something different, and the Japanese and Korean food together will, I think, will be a really good combination to have it together here. And then I'm Korean, so I know more about Korean food, and I love Korean food. I can eat. That's what I grew up eating with my mom cooking. So I want to bring more about authentic Korean food here.
But that's about what you provide. I always say it's not about what exactly, what food is good, what food is bad. You injected a culture into Yarmouth that people don't see the real Korean food, right? Like the real kimchi
Hmm.
and with the real sushi the way it's supposed to be, the flavor profile, and you are a people person. Everybody love you, Sanya.
I'm a people person.
Everybody.
I love it.
Ev- Everybody is like, oh yeah, Sandra is like the sweetest person. Everybody say that, right? Everyone come to you, is like, oh my God, she's a sweetheart. They don't even talk about the food. They love you, not only the food. Like that, that's important, right? And I don't know. It's just should
I'm
be pretty
a,
proud, like to make a big name like that in a small community.
I'm a tough. I can be a tough
Tough, yeah.
to my staff sometimes, so I can get the better. So I love to train them better, and so I can serve better to my customer who coming to my restaurant and spend every penny. They need to have the best experience here when they come. And I'm a people person, so I love food and I eat my food, my restaurant food every day. So I need to have the best food to my customer to, you know,
Look at
continue.
how happy she is. Look at the smile on her face. She loves what she
I,
does.
I always smile. Everybody knows me. I always smile.
But that's good. That's good about you. That's why everybody love you. If if any of Sanya's staff's watching, I'm gonna defend her now. She says she's tough. No, she's not tough.
I'm not tough.
She just want to have
I
the
want,
best for her customer.
yes, I
It's
want
not being tough on them, Sanya. Like like I actually saw a video the other day. It's kind of funny. I was last night. Some people were saying, um, what do I put it? If you are with some people who is really high performance, I saw a video like 2 days ago that you automatically increase your own performance by 15%. If you are gonna be with people with a B, just get by performance, automatically you decrease 30% of your own performance. It's always about be surrounded yourself with some good quality people so everybody in sync and provide the best they can and provide the best and live up to Honeybee's name. That's that's as a chef, as a reputable chef, this is how I feel. It's never personal. It's always about represent your right your restaurant and the food that you're serving, and you are part of it. I tell all my staff that, but I've been told your staff all love you anyway.
I have the best team. They work so hard, Ivan. They work so hard.
Hmm.
And I'm very blessed to have all of them to to me, like working together. All different nationality. Ivan
Hmm.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, like I mean, and I'm gonna spoil this news a little bit. So I know that you're planning to expand the offering in a restaurant again. When is those Korean barbecue tables gonna be arrive?
So I went to Korea in
Hmm.
April for a month to visit my mom. But the purpose of the business this trip was to for honeybee expansion. I would like to bring my authentic Korean barbecue here in Yarmouth. I think that's something that I enjoy.
I'll be first one in line.
I enjoy like every weekend, and like if I have a more time, I will do every weekend. But something that I enjoy to do it,
Hmm.
and I love it, and I want to bring that to Yarmouth so I can share with my customer in community about my cuisine, more authentic Korean food.
It's about share the passions. Everybody knows like how I am is whatever represent you.
And you
It's
know
about
what? You know what? I mean, Chinese food is just like Chinese food. We all everything in the middle of the table. We all share, right?
yep.
It
Hmm.
same thing Korean.
Yep.
We all everything in the middle, and we share. We eat all night, all night. We have we chat. That's how we are. That's the Asian culture. We share,
Yep.
and
You
that same
share the
thing,
feelings, you share the food, and you share the
family,
moment.
friendship,
Yep.
everything's in the food, right?
Yep.
So that I want to bring here in Yarmouth. So I went to Korea to shop myself some barbecue table.
How many do you have coming?
I bought it 2020,
Wow.
and then all the dishes, everything. Thanks to my mom. My mom is in Korea, so she can take me where I can go because
Uh-huh.
I was not grow up in Korea, so I'm not very comfortable But my mom took me everywhere. I ate so many good food. I've been, oh my goodness.
I know you went with Antonio. So when you and your mom out shopping, so Antonio is at home cooking or what he's doing?
Antonio is always home cooking.
He's always cooking, right? That's what you
He's
told me. He's
always
always
cooking.
cooking.
He's always cooking. He come to my house in Yarmouth. He came a couple of times. Even
Uh-huh.
I told him you are here on vacation. Do not cook, right? And he's still cooking. Oh my god, he just love cooking. He just love cooking. He just love. I love to eat, so it's perfect.
Wow,
I eat, he cook.
whenever he come next time, I'll be the first one in line at your door. But now, no, like I mean, I ate at his restaurant. I have to say, like they probably say, "Oh, you say this to Antonio." I can tell you right now, that's one of the best restaurant experience I have probably in the past good 10 years. It's incredible. Like I was so glad that I was able to bring my wife to his restaurant and enjoy the evening that I probably would never
You
forget.
can see the passion, right? In the food, in the plate,
Yep, you
right?
can tell. You can tell. It's
People who knows about food, they know.
should know how to appreciate it. That's the
Yes,
whole thing.
yes,
People who know food should know
yes,
how to appreciate what we do.
yes.
And And it's not easy. It's not easy. People think it's easy. Oh, you guys just rip up some recipe. No, no. Like, it's all about coming from the heart. It's all about coming from the heart. Like, a lot of people don't get it. Like, yeah, the business is one thing, but the biggest joy is seeing those happy customers, happy people eating your food. That's the most important thing for what we do.
I most happy time for me when I'm working in the honeybee, when someone, my customer, finish my plate like everything,
Gone.
like nothing left.
Devour. Yeah.
Make me the most. It's make me my day. You know what
I
I mean?
tell you.
You know what I mean, right? It's
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why every time you are there, it's like, okay, make sure Sonia eat all those things. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I was like, yeah, eat this, try that. you know?
and some customer, regular customer, they
hmm
come to eat. They eat and they always leave some to bring home because they are so good.
It's funny. I'm gonna spoil another thing we are planning on doing. Um, we are gonna do a dinner together in the making on August 28th.
Yeah.
And a lot of people knows that when I want to do my functions, I do all those fine dining crazy stuff. And the conversation between me and Sonia about this dinner, you guys are in for a treat if you guys gonna be at honeybees, because Sonia was like, "No, Ivan, we gotta make sure everyone is nice and full before they leave."
Yes.
Like, you don't think about that when you are doing like fine dining. I do think about that. Like, I mean, last fine dining I did, the customer was like, "Man, this is the right amount of food, Jeff." But she want to take care of everybody before we even think about the menu. The first thing she said to me is, "I want everyone nice and full." Like, she is about taking care of her people. Like, it's such a lovely reaction to get from you when we start discussing about this dinner. And it's really clearly shown your personality. It fits whatever the vision of Honeybee with you and Troy about take care of everybody in Yarmouth, and take care of the community, because you think about the community first. You want to make sure they're fed.
Without them, I'm not here, Evan. I'm not here without them. I'm, you know, they make my business success. They make my life happy. This is
That's good.
all about. So
It's kind of funny. Like, at the beginning, when I first know you, um, I didn't know who your brother was.
yeah, yeah,
So we were talking, and I was like, "Okay, that's just Nancy's so sweet, and she has some nice Korean food." And then I couldn't say who, but he was like, "You know who her sister, who her brother is?" I said, "No." "Oh, it's Antonio Park." "Oh." So I kind of like, so she must do a lot of fine dining thing. And then, hey, but it's kind of funny is, I talked to Sonia about this. She is not about fine dining. Her concept, her perspective of cooking, is about, like, you guys can feel it. That family meal, sit down, enjoy the conversation, the moment. Don't worry about all the fancy food. Hey, it may not be the vibe that she want to provide, but she want everybody to be comfortable. And
yeah,
that's why everybody loves Sanya, because she want everybody to be happy, comfortable, having a nice conversations. It's a total different, I wouldn't say good or bad, perspective of how she served food compared to her celebrity chef brother. It's a totally different thing. But can you say who is better? No. There is no who is better than who. It's just a totally different ideas what they're doing. They are both good at what they do, but on the other hand, I cannot wait to get up to Yarmouth and do that dinner with you. I have been I have been thinking about a lot of things. After this Thursday, after I done my tasting menu, I will be focused on working with you with that menu on the 28th because my sister, every time my sister see me, are you still going to the honeybee? Like she probably said to me 3 times already since that week you were there. Every time I see her, maybe once every 2 weeks. Every time, are you still going to the Yarmouth that day? Are you going to honeybee that day? Like that's all she talked to me about now is going to a restaurant. Obviously, she want to be there, but
I can't wait to create a menu with you, and
it's
then
gonna be fun.
and then everybody in Yarmouth going to be have blessed.
No,
Have
this is gonna be a collab dinner with authentic
fun,
Cantonese food and authentic Korean food. It's exciting,
exciting, very
exciting.
exciting.
It
I'm
is
very
a lot of
excited.
exciting things
I
happening,
love
and
I love your food,
thank you,
best
thank you.
Chinese food, and so we Korean together. Let's work
Yeah. Oh,
together.
I cannot wait. I have not. I've been putting a lot of thoughts into the menu. Trust me. Even when I'm thinking about this tasting menu I'm doing this week, and I'm kind of like, can I use that at Honeybees? Everything I'm thinking of, can I use that at Honeybee? And I have a few ideas already, but we will
Oh,
be talking,
yeah,
But
talking
if
about
anyone interested, well, he's gonna be at Honeybee. So if you're watching, you might want to contact Sonia now to save a seat because we're only doing one seating, guys.
yeah, one city, yeah.
And don't miss this chance because I'll be up there. Gabby's supposed to be up there. My daughter is talking about coming up with me now. So I might have the whole crew go up there just to spend a day and enjoy that lovely family vibe at Honeybee's Yarmouth.
I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait either.
I
Like
can't. I
so
can't.
to wrap this up,
Yeah.
do we want to see if we can Troy want to hop over? Troy, if you're watching, you may want to run to the restaurant.
He's always watching. He's
Uh oh.
always there for
Of
me.
course, there's another man talking to his wife online. Of course, he's watching. My God,
Without him, I'm not here today.
but you
I'm
know
not.
what though? It's about being a team. I tell everybody, without my wife, I probably gave up on a restaurant already and go back to work franchise.
It's not easy restaurant
It's
business.
not easy.
No,
It's
not.
not an easy business, but
We know, and people in the business, the restaurant business, we know it's not easy. There's a
no,
lot
it's not.
of things that we go through.
Yeah,
You
it's
have to
it's
be
it's
very,
hard,
yeah.
and I have no problem to say if without my wife, how many times I look at my wife and say, you know
Give
what,
up, right?
it's
Give up.
enough. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to listen to those crap anymore. People don't understand my food. As a
Same
chef,
thing.
it's disappointing, right? Like
Same.
you know me, I am straight passions,
Yeah.
and it's rough, and my wife would be like, so what are you gonna do? Like you're gonna go against your passions? She always taught me, uh-oh, here comes the man of the hour, I think.
Hey, Ivan.
Hi, Troy. What's up, bud?
No, everything's great. Listen, I have to say thank you so much for inviting Sonia to be part of this podcast. It's just been amazing. I've been down home watching it, and I also have to
The
thank.
kids enjoying it?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And I also have to say how proud I am of Sonia and everything that she's done down here.
It's
To be,
incredible.
it's like you say, to be able to just be able to mold yourself and just into a community of people who you didn't know before. And our community down here in Yarmouth is very, very tight knit. We're a little bit resistant to change, So they have somebody come in from a different culture, and to be able to just um, create such great relationships, such deep relationships with people is just
It's not easy.
take my hands off. Yeah, my hat. I have to take my hat off to Sonia for doing that. And
Like I said, it's really a Cinderella story that nobody believed would happen. I mean, even my sister know food, well, a little bit, but like she was pretty shocked that like, my God, there's good Korean food in Yarmouth. Like when I sent her there, right? It's people who knows food knows. A lot of time it's not easy. Like it's just a lot of blood and sweat because people doesn't want changes. And I always say a lot of the community people is almost like they're drunk or something. They they pretty much kind of go the same route, go to the same door. A lot of times they don't really think about anything and they don't want change, right? And to get in the community with a totally different aspect of food that you and Sonia are serving there, it's incredible. Kudos to you both, and I mean the Yarmouth community should thank you too to actually offer the experience where you are, and it's not. I don't know. Like for me, I cannot say I hate it, but Americanized food drive me crazy because I try to present certain type of food, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Like people used to it, but to provide a real authentic food is a drag. It's not easy, right?
Mhm.
I still have people come in and question me, like, and about my food constantly every single day. But you
Same thing
guys know me.
here. Same thing here, Ivan. We do the best, but we can't please everybody. It's
Yeah,
That's the way it
true.
is. So
Very, very true.
people who know the food, people who know about they will know
Yeah.
A big part of it is education. You know, you're introducing
education. Yeah,
a new type of food, a new type of cuisine, different words, describing different things that communities sometimes aren't used to. So
takes time.
it's kind of a scary thing sometimes for people to come into a restaurant like Sonia and I had here and dealing with the different words that they're not used to, and wondering what it is they're going to be served. But for the most part, they've really have opened up their arms and wrapped their arms around us and given us a chance to show them something new and something different. And we have to say thanks
Thank you.
for that. For that support.
You
I
have to be good at what you do before they accept you, right? I mean, you guys need to take a lot of credit to able to do it because I seen it happen. I've been in Nova Scotia 30 plus years. I seen all those Asian restaurants try to open, include myself, right? And it's hard to make people believe that what they are eating is what they supposed to be, and that's why you guys kimchi just locked me in the face. Oh my God, this is so good, and it's like, that's the real stuff, right? Like that's because I know what it's supposed to be. I guess it fit my appetite because I want good ingredients that I can still taste the natural flavor, and and I don't know, but you guys, Sonia's good at what she does, and being as sweet as person she is, that's another plus.
Yeah,
But
it's amazing. I think at least once a week somebody will give an opinion about something. And the thing is with Sonia is she has two ears for a reason. She listens and she takes it for what it is and she tries to do something with it. It's a lot of people would just at a certain point just say, hey, I know what I'm doing. Just back off. But Sonia is always open to people's opinions, and that's something that's a huge asset.
that that's why I say her personality is part of the biggest and element of you guys' success to have a Korean restaurant and in a small community like Yarmouth, and I cannot wait to hear the reactions from everybody about those Korean barbecue tables. Well, I'm gonna try to make a trip up there. I have a friend like James already texted me and say, hey, you know what? Let's go up there on a Tuesday, 3 hours away. I already have friends like James is watching. It's like, yeah, let's go up there because he sell houses. He drive long haul all the time. James already texted me and say, Ivan, let's go up there just for a day run because he knows I want to go up there and try you guys' food. That might happen, But
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, please
I,
do.
I might
And
suddenly show up at your door. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
Ivan, I just want to tell you about this back.
Sure. Yeah.
This color is about kimchi,
Hmm.
and then it's a flower.
Yeah. Troy told me about the story behind it.
The flower of hibiscus. It's a representing Korea, the flower from Korea,
Oh, nice.
hibiscus. So that's why I together hibiscus, the Korea, and the kimchi. That's one of the signature of
Hmm.
me from here. My mom recipe, and,
Okay.
and then I brought this color beautiful wall in honeybee.
No,
It
it
makes
is. It
it
is
makes
beautiful.
happy, no? Don't you? The color makes you happy, no?
Uh huh. So I think Antonio may be watching.
Really?
I don't know. He just liked a message that I sent him and told him to watch. So I don't know. I think he might be watching,
My brother,
but he's so busy.
my brother is a big support. One of is my inspire also, but it's a big support. Without him, I would not be here today. You know, we are so close to each other. You know, we be. You know, I wish I can be closer, but we are not because I came to Yarmouth. You know, but we are
But
not
he's all
far.
over the place anyway. So I mean, it's not that hard for him to travel, right? He's traveling all
Right.
the time.
Right. He's
and
worldly.
and I can't wait to have another. I'm gonna I can't wait to have a little event with my brother. Oh my God, Evan, you're gonna be also. My goodness, that's gonna be another
We
fun.
should when he comes. I'll
Yeah.
go up there and three of us cook a meal together. Just sit down, eat.
Mhm.
No,
That's what I want.
but I want to do another little event. The
Oh,
Collaboration.
sure, sure.
collaboration with my
All
brother.
three of us will be crazy.
And then my brother, oh, I can't wait to. No, he already knows Yarmouth. He loves
Hmm.
Yarmouth as well. He think he come here just he feel like a vacation. So
Yes, it's how busy he is. It would
yeah,
be nice to have a little
so when he
getaway.
come here, he's on vacation. He feel really relaxed. He love
But
people.
you're trying to make him work now. You got to do a collapse with him.
No, but you know, just one day.
He love it anyway.
Well,
He'll
you know,
love it.
Ivan, since we started, we really haven't had because COVID and everything. We really
It
even
is.
haven't had a grand opening yet. So that's
Hmm.
something that we have to plan as
Yeah,
well.
I have to do something for my community.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to do
Oh,
something.
nice.
Yeah, something very soon.
So, so when are you guys expecting those barbecue table? Like what is the ETA of those?
So the renovation, we need to have a little bigger kitchen
Okay.
because we don't have enough. The space of kitchen is not enough to do my Korean barbecue. So we're gonna extend a little kitchen, a little because of my chef can be a little comfortable
Okay.
as well, and have a little. We also need a little place for my staff
Hmm.
can have a little break comfortably and then
Look
sit.
at her. She take care of everybody
No,
before
no, no,
anything,
no, no.
right?
But
Like
it's not
no.
me. I know we enjoy have a little space so they can. You know, right now we don't have that space. It bothers me a lot because my team cannot relax, have a good time to have a good, night private their lunch. You know what I mean, break. So
The work
You don't
right.
need to be
they
modest,
work.
Sonia.
No,
You
but
just
they
show
do.
everybody what kind of caring person you are.
But they do really work hard, even
Look at
really
her.
hard. So we need to
Working for
have
her is like the best thing ever.
we need to have a nicer bag in the kitchen, nice, comfortable,
Hmm.
nice prep area, a little bit of place for the staff can have a little place. They can even have a little snooze, if they want higher, and then something like that. And then we when that one is done, and then we can. My table is gonna coming. It's coming on the way, coming on the
Okay.
boat. So it's gonna come very soon, very very soon. But it takes time. So I hope
Oh
my
yeah.
my customer or my community be patient with me, with us, because it's
Hmm.
coming very soon.
Well, before we wrap it up, thanks Sonia, thanks Troy to giving me this opportunity to share you guys phenomenal, amazing stories. Um, can't wait to go up and sit down and talk to you guys more and have a meal together and of course cook
More
together.
good food.
Cook together. And so anything else, guys, that you want to share?
I was like to say, Ivan, thank you so much for allowing us to share our story. It's everybody has a story. Ours just
Yes.
happens to be our own, and there's going to be more to come. Our
Good.
story's beginning.
Still working on it, building more, and that's part of your journey, right?
Thank you for having us. Thank
No, thank you for being here. So I'm gonna put you guys back on backstage
Yeah.
and just finish the show, and I'll be talking to you guys after the show. So don't log off yet.
All right.
So next week
yes.
we will have our free time Olympian. We will have Ellie Black that we're gonna be we might guest this next week, and Ellie will be talking about what she's doing. She's doing a little bit cooking now on Eat with Ellie. She just put out a video today. Love what she's doing. And next Monday night, same time, episode number 9, which is the finale of season 1. And I'll be taking August off. I'll be doing that dinner at Honeybee. And then we'll start again on September 11th. And we'll be starting season 2. And we have an amazing, amazing guest lineup we will be doing that I have like 8 out of 10 guests already, include some pretty incredible names, guys. So thank you for watching tonight. And again, I want to thank Sonia and Troy to be with us tonight. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good night. Bye.